guys?
What up, guys? This is
Cheevo, guys.
back here again with another achievement guide. Today we're going to be focusing on Starbound. This game recently got added to Xbox Game Pass PC, so if you happen to have a Xbox Game Pass PC or Xbox Game Pass Ultimate membership, you can now download this game for free. Now, first and foremost, this is going to be a very controversial video, and I want to explain why. This is because you can unlock all of the achievements in just under 10 seconds once you have a mod loaded into the game. Now, personally, I was the 5th person to complete this game, at least on True Achievements, and the reason is because I figured out this mod method pretty early on, and I didn't want to release a video guide right away because it was very much in the gray area in terms of the cheat policy on TrueAchievements.com, so I had actually reached out to the investigations manager just to clarify that it was okay before I had let you guys know about the method. Now, I ended up receiving a response from the investigations team at TrueAchievements.com telling me to hold off on posting the video guide until they clarify whether it is cheating or not cheating. I also ended up finding out that NutriWhip ended up posting a forum here in the investigations questions asking about this method as well. So if you were trying to keep up to date with it, this was a great spot to do so. I'll also leave a link for this forum post in the description below. Shout out to NutriWhip for also reaching out to the investigations team in regards to this method. Now, it looks like the investigations team finally responded yesterday on December 22nd, 2020. They said, although the core of this is simple, the manner in which the mod support was implemented is what caused issues for us here. We do not want people to confuse a game that offers mod support from the developer, but does not include an in-game mod browser, with adding in mod support to a game or modifying games as desired. This game specifically has mod support, and the developer is not maintaining their own store in them, meaning that it doesn't have a mod browser. It continues to say, this is common with Steam games, but not as common in the circles that we typically play in. One factor may be a reduced cost on the developer or the publisher for maintenance because they feel that their game would have had more exposure if it were a more open game. The developer's reasoning is important, however, their decision to allow for the community-sourced mods is why we will not be taking action against those that use such mods for this game. Well, there you go, guys. That is what we were waiting for. It appears to have gotten approved by the investigations team over there at TrueAchievements.com, so we are in the clear to use this mod method to get a quick and easy 1000 gamer score. Again, this is really similar to the method that we used with mods in effort to get all of the achievements in Surviving Mars. The only difference was that this game didn't have a built-in mod browser. You have to download the mods online and then inject them into the game. That's why we had to wait for the TrueAchievements.com approval. Now, in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I injected the mod into the game, as well as the mod that I used. But I want to give a shout out to SND Acid Rain. If you prefer a written guide, he just uploaded a written guide via a forum post under the Starbound forums at TrueAchievements.com. This method is a little different from the method I'm going to be showing you. However, it still works. And ultimately, the only difference is we use different mod files. The mod file that he uses requires you to get a kill to unlock all of the achievements versus the mod file that I'm going to show you guys simply unlocks all of the achievements once you start the game. There's going to be no killing required. Other than that, the method that he uses to inject the mods is also a little bit different. I found that it might even be just a little simpler to inject the mods via this method, but I'm going to show you both methods just in case one of them doesn't work for you. But the method that S&D Acid Rain recommends is going into the Xbox app. When you click Starbound, you're going to see an options icon, the dot icon next to play. You want to use that drop down and you want to enable the mods, and then you can open the mods folder from there and then drop the mod file in there. Now, let's talk about the mod files. Again, the game doesn't have an in-game mod browser. You actually have to go to Steam and go to the community and go to the workshop tab. The workshop tab is where you can find all of the mods for the game. What I went ahead and did is I searched achievements and I used this mod right here called Achievement Unlocker. Let's go down and read the description. It says, this is a one-way trip. As soon as you join with the character, all achievements will be unlocked at once and there's no going back. Perfect. Sounds good to me. So this is the mod that I ended up downloading, guys. I want to point out that you cannot simply download a mod from Steam. You actually need to Google a workshop downloader and then paste the workshop link into that to be able to download the file. Now, ultimately, I'm going to make it easy for you guys, and I'm just going to give you a Google Drive link so you can download the file. But I just wanted to explain the work that goes into downloading one of these mods. Just in case you did want to do it manually, you would have to paste that Steam link into the workshop downloader and then download the file here. Again, no need for you guys to do that. Look in the description below or the pinned comment for the Google Drive link to download the mod. Once you download the mod, it's going to be a .pak file. Again, I'll make sure to hook you guys up with the Google Drive link so that you can download it nice and easy. Now, our mod file is called contents.pak. I'm going to go ahead and start up Starbound, and I'm going to show you where you can access the mod feature inside of the game. Now, to access the mods, you need to press the gear icon on the lower right-hand side of the screen. This is going to pop up the settings, and it's going to show you the mods as well as what mod is active. Now, personally, this is how I figured it out. I had started up the game, I went to the settings, and I see the mod section, and I ended up realizing after clicking one of these mods, it'll actually show you the mod path on the right-hand side. As you can see, it shows the path right here. It is program files -WindowsApps -Mutable -Chucklefish.Starbound, and you're pretty much going to be dropping it in there. So I'm going to show you guys how to manually inject the mod into that file path if you want to do it that way. If you don't want to do it manually, you could do it the way that S&D Acid Rain recommends via the Xbox app. If you want to manually do it, you're going to need to go into your computer and you want to press program files. Now there's going to be a Windows Apps folder. You won't see it unless you have it enabled to see hidden folders. If you need to know how to enable hidden folders, I believe you go up to the top and you're going to go to view, and then we just need to make sure that hidden items is checked. Assuming it is checked, you should be able to see the Windows Apps folder. Now you're going to find that it's going to give you an error message when trying to access this folder. This is because you need to change the permissions on the Windows Apps folder to be able to access it. So I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do that. Just make sure that you follow along so that you don't mess anything up on your computer. You want to look at the properties for this folder, and then you want to go to Security and Advanced. Next, you want to go to Change, and then you want to type in the name of the user that you're using on your computer. Mine is Henry because that's my name. So I typed in Henry and I pressed enter or check name, and it popped up with my user. And what I did is I double clicked it, and as you can see, it says owner Henry desktop now. Next, you want to make sure to check the box below your name. Below the owner, it says replace owner on subcontainers and objects. You want to make sure to checkbox that. Otherwise, it's only going to change the permissions on the parent folder and not the folders inside of those folders. After that, you're going to have to wait a few seconds for it to change the permission on all of these folders, enabling you to access the Windows Apps folder. After that, the rest is easy. All we have to do is find the folder and drop the mod into that folder. Again, it's a little bit easier, I would say, to maybe do S&D Acid Rain's method in terms of how to import this mod. Now, again, this is the pathway right here. We're going into the Windows Apps folder, and then Mutable, and then Chucklefish. So I'm just going to type in M to shortcut to the M's, and we're going to find the Mutable folder. And there it is. Going to click on Mutable, going to press continue. I also should have mentioned earlier, you need to be an administrator on your computer to be able to do this. Once you're inside of the Chucklefish folder, you want to click Assets, and then here you're going to see a user folder as well as another mod file. That is the default mod that they have here listed in the game. So all we need to do at this point, guys, is take the mod file that I gave you guys the link for. Hopefully you guys were able to download it nice and easy. And all we need to do is drag that mod folder into this folder right here with the other default mod. At this point, we have injected the mod successfully, and all we need to do is restart Starbound. That way the game can recognize our brand new mod. Once you restart it, it should pop up on this mod list right there. Let me just restart it real quick. Next, all we have to do is press the gear icon in the lower right hand side of the screen, and as you can see, our achievement unlocker mod is now listed. All we have to do is click it, make sure it's highlighted, and at this point, that mod is selected. So we're going to go ahead and exit out of this menu, and now that we have it highlighted, all we need to do now is start up a new game. You want to press create character. This next part is really important. You want to make sure to check skip intro mission. This is important because the mod doesn't trigger the achievements to unlock until after the prologue mission. Now, assuming you did it correctly, once you load up your game, you're going to unlock all 51 achievements, all back to back for 1000 gamer score. Now, because I was recording with the Xbox game bar, it does not record the notification, so unfortunately, you can't see all of the achievement pops that I'm getting right now, but just know that all of the achievements popped. If you've ever played a game and unlocked all of the achievements either with mods or console commands, you probably know it may look a little iffy on your profile at first. I think right when I unlocked all of them, it showed at like 750 for almost a day, and then the next day it finally ended up showing 1000 out of 1000. So if it's glitched out, just give it some time to load up correctly. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed one of the easiest 1000 gamer scores so far. On top of that, this game was on Xbox Game Pass, which made it even better. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the in-depth explanation on how this came about, as well as how to download the mods from scratch. I know I probably could have made this video like 3 or 4 minutes, but I wanted to make sure I explained everything in depth. Who knows, maybe I'll drop a short form version of this video guide for the people that want it quick and to the point and they just want to dive in and get the achievements quickly. Other than that, I'd like to give a huge thank you to all of my Patreon subscribers. We just hit 21 patrons. I'd like to give a special shout out to everybody in the biggest fan club, including TimG84, AOJ, Blackbird, Kegger101, and NL the Dude. As always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment and don't forget to like and subscribe.